name is Rachel McGehee. I'm so thrilled to be here with you on this Saturday morning. If you're watching the replay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is where you are. That's the beauty of these sessions, is we are recording them so that you as a patron can revisit them on your own time. You can watch them as many times as you like. You can dance around in your bedroom while listening to these sessions. I hope some of you caught the New Moon DJ set offered by Hive partner and community member Scott Houston. He did a beautiful private DJ set for the Hive Patreon community. And I'm excited to be here with y'all for our first ever children's and youth offering. It's going to be a blast. We will be learning all about affirmations and specifically singing our affirmations. And while this is listed as a children's and youth offering, guess what? Secret, it's good for everyone. So if you're a young adult, if you're a big adult, if you're a big kid, you can join and you can enjoy this. So a little bit about me. I am Rachel McGehee. I'm born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I have traveled and lived in a whole bunch of different places, but that's for another time, another session. And music is something that has been with me my whole life. I grew up listening to music all the time. We always had music in the house. We had our record player going. I have memories of dancing around in our living room playing classic records. I have memories of road trips with my family, just learning all about different genres, different types of music. I played piano and I was a singer. I had the opportunity to travel around when I was in high school, travel actually abroad with a singing group. That was a blast. And now I am based back here in my hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. And I am in a singing duo. Well, we don't both sing. Well, sometimes Anthony sings. We are a musical duo, surprisingly simple. I do the vocals. I'm a singer-songwriter, and Anthony occasionally sings, and he is also the mastermind behind the production. He does a lot of the music, all of the production, all of the behind-the-scenes work, and for anybody that's been to one of our shows, we also have a light rig, a beautiful visual concept that goes with it, and Anthony is the mastermind behind that. So music is near and dear to my heart, and I love the power of music, the beauty of music. I'd be curious for y'all that are watching, especially those catching the replay, share in the comments of this post. What's your experience with music? Are you new to music? Have you ever sung? Do you sing all the time? Are you a shower singer? Are you a backyard singer? Maybe you are a performer as well. I, as a kid, also was in a traveling theater company here in Atlanta. We would perform at Callaway Gardens. We did some fun things for the Hawks, the basketball team, for their halftime shows. Perhaps some of you kids watching, maybe you do that as well. The sky's the limit. If you don't do it now, and it's a dream of yours, you can. And that's what we're going to be learning about too, with the power of these positive affirmations. So before we start our session, I do want to share something that's really important to my practice as a singer, as a musician. I'm very passionate about our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health. And for those of you looking to make a career with your art, because yes, no matter how young or old you are, you can always start thinking about really anything new. Just because you haven't done it yet, or you're not doing it now, doesn't mean you can't. But what I'm getting at is I'm also passionate about the financial health of our artists and our healers. So our mental, physical, emotional, and financial health is very important. And that's what we want to spread here at Hive. So speaking of mental health and emotional health, my own practice includes a lot of meditation. I'd be curious how many of you are doing any kind of meditation, or you might call it mindfulness. You might even call it prayer. Those are all very similar practices. And I'd be curious if any of you have a practice like that at home, or maybe in a temple that you go to, or a church. Many schools are beginning to offer it. Maybe you practice yoga. Yoga is a form of mindfulness. Maybe you do breath work with your parents. Concentrating on your breathing is a practice of mindfulness, is a practice of meditation. And so before I dive into any music project, before Anthony and I go into the studio to record, when I sit down to write, For me, it's very important to do what's called an invocation. You can think of this like an invitation. When you get a birthday invite to your friend's weekend birthday party, we're going to be inviting in what we call muses or inspiration. We're going to be inviting in anybody or anything that you pray to. Some names you might be familiar with are Lord, God, Allah, Jesus, Buddha. This is bringing in your angels, your fairies, your dragons, your unicorns, anything that helps you be you, that helps you feel supported, helps you feel playful. That's what we're going to be bringing in today. So I invite you all to pause. If you're not seated, go ahead and sit down. We might do some dancing later, who knows? But for now, let's sit down. Go ahead and close your eyes. And if your legs are crossed, you can keep them crossed, or you can relax and stretch them out. You can even lay down if you'd like. Have your arms and legs uncrossed and relaxed. Go ahead and just take a couple deep breaths. A deep breath in. Hold it for a minute at the top. And then slowly exhale. And then slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Now we invite all of the creative energy around us to come join us in this session for playful singing affirmations. We invite in all the healing angels, the angels of song, the angels of dance and play. We invite the fairies in to be a part of this playful song and dance. If you're a big kid, if you're an adult enjoying this session, I encourage you to invite your inner child to come play today. You can repeat to yourself, say out loud to yourself, or silently to yourself, anyone else that you would like to join us today for this session. These can be holy teachers, ministers, saints, angels, archangels. You can even invite the energy of your family. Perhaps you have a family member that you love to sing with. Grandmother, a grandfather, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, sister, brother, maybe a best friend. We invite all of these souls in to join us. We also invite in our own higher soul. This is the part of us that always has our well-being in mind. This is the part within us that always sees us in our best light. This is the part of us that knows and believes in our greatest success. It is this higher soul that we invite in today to sing and play and heal. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a few seconds. And slowly exhale. We move into gratitude and we thank all of the muses and angels and the healers and the teachers that are joining us today. It is in full gratitude and love that we ask them to join us. And we ask them to remove any doubts or fears that we may have about our own voice. Allow them to come through and push these fears out of the way. Like a big boulder just rolling down a hill, away and out of sight. May these fears, may these doubts, any negativity that we have ever felt about our own voice, may they be removed completely and fully right now with thanks and in full faith. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale and feel the space in your heart, the space in your body that was just created by removing any doubt, by removing any negativity. And we now ask that all of these beings, these souls, these teachers that we invited in, may they fill this space with love, with inspiration, with creativity. We ask that you make us super receptive, super conductive to anything that is meant to flow through today. We're like a river of water, allowing anything to flow through and dance through the rapids. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a few seconds. And on this slow exhale, feel the love and the encouragement and the excitement and the inspiration. Fill up your heart. Fill up your voice. And fill up every inch of your body. Go ahead and put your hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat and know that that is the only rhythm, that is the only sound that we ever need to listen to. It is that heartbeat, that unique heartbeat that is yours and only yours, that will guide us through today and guide us through every day. We ask for all of this and more with thanks and in full faith. So be it. Take a deep breath in. And as you slowly exhale, you can slowly open your eyes. Go ahead and move your shoulders if you need to. You can scratch your head, wake the body back up. If you'd like to, you can tap your chest right here where that big heart is. And go ahead and tap your throat. Let's wake up those vocal cords. Tap the throat and tickle your face. Wake up all of your face muscles. Massage your face if you'd like, and then move up. Tap the top of your head. This is where our crown is. And go back to massaging. You can massage your neck if you'd like. Don't be shy. You're at home listening to this. So don't be shy. There we go. Woo! Let out a big woo! If you're not able to do that, even if it's just a whisper, whoo! Or even like the breeze in a tree, just whoosh. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, do that now and release it. And if you like, you can shake it all out too, like that. If that's how you express today, that is welcome as well. So, we're singing affirmations today. Well, some of you may be asking, what is an affirmation? And I'll tell you. An affirmation, for those of you that don't know, is simply a statement that something is. To affirm something means to say that it's true. So an affirmation is just that, just a statement that you're declaring is the truth, and that's what it is. So a positive affirmation is a statement that is positive encouragement. It's positive support, emotional support, physical support. That's what a positive affirmation is. So why are positive affirmations important? Why does it even matter? Well, here's the thing. Your words matter. Your words are what are taking the thoughts in your head, which maybe we'll have another session all about how to program our brain to have positive, good thoughts about us, because we're the only one in there. There's, yes, a lot of there's your teachers and your parents and your schoolmates, but when it comes down to it, all that matters, the only voice that matters, and the voice that has the biggest effect on you, is the voice in here, and the voice in here. And the voice in here is the truth. And while the voice in here means well, sometimes the voice in here, in our brain, can get a little confused. Can get confused by the noise on the television, by the noise in school, by maybe the noise at home. And the voice up here means well, it loves us and wants to protect us. So it comes from a good place, but sometimes the thoughts in here are not the ones we need to be listening to. So it's important to connect this, our heart voice, with our head voice. And then the next step is to speak and then sing these beautiful, beautiful words that we say about ourselves. Positive thinking, happy thoughts, good thoughts, healthy thoughts have the power to completely change your life. You can actually speak your life into existence. In the same way that the movies, maybe you go to the movies with your family. There's a script that's been written for that movie. And the people in the movie learn the script and follow the script and create a movie. You can actually do the same thing with your life. You can write the script for your life. And you can write it any way you want. You can choose any adventure. You can choose any characters. Truly, you can choose anything. And it starts with our thoughts and then our words. A good way to think about it is how to be your own best friend. So some of you may have a best friend at school. Maybe your brother or your sister is even your best friend. Maybe your dog is your best friend. Just think in your mind, who might be your best friend? And think about how you speak to this best friend when you want them to do well. When your best friend Sarah is about to swim in a swim meet, do you tell her that she's not a good swimmer? Do you tell her that she doesn't know what she's doing? Or do you encourage her? You say, you can do it, Sarah. You're the fastest swimmer out there. You're gonna win. You've got this. The blue ribbon is yours. That's how we speak to our best friends, right? So why would speaking to ourselves be any different? But think about it. Think about the things you might be saying to yourself, and you actually may not be saying them out loud at this time. They may just still be up here. So it's important to learn how to be your own best friend. And a positive mental attitude. Happy, good, playful. Those are some other words I'm going to use in case you don't know or aren't familiar with the word positive yet. But positive is good. Positive is happy, is well. That's another one. Healthy, well. So a positive mental attitude, supported by these affirmations that we're talking about, can have you achieving success in anything that you do. Absolutely anything that you do. So that's a bit about affirmations. So what makes these affirmations so powerful? Well, it's in the energy of the words, the intention. I don't know if all of you know the word intention. So intention is kind of the reason that you do something. That's what intention is. So a good intention would be, I'm going to help this lady. You know, you see a little old lady that needs help crossing the street. And you want to help her cross the street simply because it's the right thing to do. Because you want to help her. Because you're a good person. And that's your reason for doing it. An ill intention, but less positive intention would be, let me see if I can help her cross the street and maybe she'll give me some money. I'm not saying money's bad, that's not the thing, but it's just a different reason. There's a different reason behind, a motivation for doing something. So the intention behind these words matters and gives these affirmations power. So if you're your own best friend, I am my own best friend, then wouldn't I want the reason behind my words to be for my success, for my happiness, for my well-being? Yes. Now the next part of these affirmations and these singing affirmations is just song in general. So why is song important? Well, I don't know any clever jingles of today. Maybe some of you know the song from Frozen, Let It Go. How many of you heard that song once and then immediately it was stuck in your head? Let it go, don't hold it back anymore. I think that's the words. Correct me if I'm wrong, you can put in the comments if I've got the words totally wrong. But it gets stuck in your head. Maybe you've got a commercial that you've heard before. From when I was a kid, there was a gum, maybe you've had it, maybe your parents have had it, called Double Mint. And that song is still stuck in my head, the jingle for that. It's the statement of the great mint and Double Mint gum. Like, I've known that. Well, I'll tell you, my body is 34 years old, so now you know. I've heard that song since I was a kiddo, since I was your age, and it's still stuck in my head. That's the power of song. That's the power of a melody. That's the power of putting a specific vibration, frequency. We'll have maybe another kids talk about vibration and frequency, but it's doing that gets it stuck in your head. So don't we want the good stuff to get stuck in here? If what's in here is what creates my reality, then don't we want the good stuff stuck in here, not the icky stuff? Yes. So when we put these positive affirmations, the good affirmations, the good words, the speaking to my best friend words to song, it's going to get stuck in here, and it's going to get stuck in here, and you're just going to be full of life and full of love and full of beauty. And that's what we want for a beautiful life. So some of you may live in a house where there's song every day. Maybe you sing in the shower, like I said, or you sing in the backyard, you sing in the garden, you sing to your pets, you sing in the kitchen. Some of you may live in a household where music isn't that common. You maybe sometimes play the radio, maybe not at all. Sometimes you dance and sing, and some of you may be somewhere in between. Well, here's the thing about humans, people, us, and where you might be learning about in school, in your history classes, about our ancestors and where we came from, and we lived in tribes and migrating all around the world and eventually settled in different places around the world. Well, back then, our ancestors used song every day. They had a song for making bread. They had a song for cleaning the hut. They had a song for when someone was born. They had a song for when the men came home from war. They had literally a song for everything. It's what kept them connected as a tribe. It's what allowed them, because they didn't have computers to record everything. They even didn't have pen and paper. They were carving as much as they could in the rocks. They were painting as much as they could in the rocks. And we just talked about how a song can get stuck in your head. Well, the storytellers of old would tell stories in song to help these songs get remembered, to make sure that history wasn't forgotten. So it's only in today's day and age that we don't sing every day and all the time. And part of that perhaps is due to people beginning to feel like they aren't a good singer, and they've been called a bad singer. Well, do you think when they were singing, when our ancestors were singing all the time, there was any concern about a good singer or a bad singer? Did you think they had things like American Idol and X Factor where everybody was judged? No, they were singing purely for the joy of singing, and purely for the joy of singing together in a group. And maybe we can do another session specifically about the magic of singing in a group. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. But there was no concern for if you were a good singer or a bad singer. Those labels didn't apply. It was just part of their life. And that's important because there's so many health benefits to singing. I know some of you may not want to hear about health benefits. All you want to do is eat candy and chocolate, like on Halloween, where you want to eat your whole bag of Halloween candy and your parents say you can only pick 3. I get it. Well, here's the thing. Singing might be a lot more fun for some of you than eating your veggies. And singing has great, healthy things for you, just like your veggies. Now, I'm not saying go tell mom that you don't need to eat your broccoli because you're singing. No, still eat your broccoli. I love fruits. I love veggies. I'm a jam. That's all I eat. And a handful of other things. So I encourage you still eat your veggies. And know that singing is really good for you too. So the thing about singing is it's going to reach every single part of you. We talked about your mind and your heart. We've also got your fingers and your toes and your spirit. We talked about in that meditation that we did at the beginning, the mindfulness, your higher soul. Your song can reach every single inch of your being, every part of your body. There's no limits because sound travels. Sound, it's not how far can you throw this ball. The sound travels. Again, maybe that's for another session, talking about frequency and vibration and how sound waves move and flow. It's truly magic. We'll have to get Anthony to teach that. He's the sound engineer. But singing can spur joy, happiness. Joy is almost a deeper feeling of happiness. Joy is felt all the way in here. I'd be curious, maybe again, share in the comments, what does joy mean to you? What does happiness mean to you? But singing can provide healing when perhaps family might be grieving over the loss of a loved one. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that, but when my grandfather passed away, what brought us joy, what brought our family together was singing around a campfire. cousin Shannon had his guitar. And we were just singing songs that we all knew and loved. And it made us feel together and connected. I'm recording this right now during the quarantine. Maybe many of you have been stuck at home for a long time and you're missing your friends. Think about singing a song and knowing that your friend might be singing that same song. Well, that travels, that creates a connection between the two of you. It's magic. Magic is real. So singing also can release endorphins. It's a big word, I know. Think of endorphins as feel-good chemicals. Those are endorphins, or these feel-good chemicals, are created in your brain naturally. They're made in your body naturally. Well, singing creates more. Just like running, maybe you've heard in your PE class or your recess class about the importance of health and fitness and physical activity. Maybe some of you have heard this word endorphins. When we exercise, endorphins are increased and produced. So when we sing, these endorphins are created. So when we pair this beautiful science of song, the science of singing, magic is created. When we pair it with positive affirmations, that positive support system, that being your own best friend, when we merge the two, you can rewire your brain, which actually many of you that are watching may not even be at an age that you need to rewire it. So I'm speaking to the adults right now. Any adults that need to rewire their brain, do some reprogramming, sing your affirmations, I'm telling you. And for kiddos and adults, you can write your future when we pair the song with affirmations. So I'm not saying that speaking affirmations is not important or not, quote, good. There's so much power in simply speaking. But I've got an example that some of you might know. You may have seen the Legos movie. Super fun movie. I love that movie. And the theme song, I'm going to speak it. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living out a dream. That was cool. That was a good thing to say. It was positive. It was happy. It makes me smile. Know that everything is awesome. But now, let's try it the way it is in the movie. And I challenge you to sing it as loud as you feel comfortable singing. If you're in your room, belt it out. If you don't feel comfortable belting it out, whisper it. But I do encourage you to push yourself a little if you can. So here we go. We're going to sing that everything is awesome. I'm going to speak it one more time in case you don't know it. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living out a dream. Again, still a happy statement, but let's try singing it. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome when you're living out a dream. I might have messed up that last part, but it doesn't matter. That's the cool thing. There's no getting it right or getting it wrong. And that's the coolest part about singing your own affirmations, is you're the only one that knows what you want to say. So now let's get to the singing. Let's get to the fun part. That's how we're going to close it out. So what could be an affirmation? Well, a great start is the two words, I am. I am. I am are very powerful words too, because that is telling your brain and your body what you feel your identity is. So saying something like, I'm stupid, do you think that's a positive affirmation? I'm actually going to erase that. Just erase that. But I wanted to give you an example of a negative statement. So believe me, I know that some days are harder than others. And some of you watching the replay, you may not be happy all the time, and that's okay. It's actually good to feel the tough stuff too, to feel the sadness, to feel, maybe you're feeling anger. And even on those tough days, when things feel dark, when things feel gray, we can still say these positive affirmations and make ourselves begin to feel better. If you are struggling with anything more serious, please reach out and we can share resources with you. Tell your parents if you're having a rough time. But let's get some positive affirmations going. Maybe something as simple as, I am awesome. That's a good one. I am awesome. I am awesome. Maybe I'm well. If you're sick, if you're not feeling well, begin to just tell yourself, I am well. Maybe some of you know the story of Thomas, was it Thomas the train? Yeah, I think Thomas the tank engine, his little train that he's going up the hill. He goes, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. You know, it would have been even more powerful than I think I can. He still made it to the top, don't get me wrong. He was rocking it, he was doing great. Even more powerful is I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. You are stating that that is true and nothing else can exist. Let's see, you've got a test coming up and maybe you're starting to get worried. You're starting to get concerned that you maybe don't know everything. It doesn't matter, you don't have to know everything. Just say, I am smart. I am smart. I am capable. If you don't have a pen, grab a pen and start writing something down that you might want to turn into a song. Think of something that makes you happy. And maybe instead of saying, I am happy, like bubbles make me happy, I could just say, I am bubbles. That makes me laugh and that makes me feel good. Or I am glitter. Does glitter make you happy? I am sunshine. Sunshine makes me happy. I am nourished. Nourished means filling your body with what you need. I am well. I am good. So those are great I am statements. Write some down if you haven't yet. And some other positive affirmations, they don't have to be about I, they can be about just life. Like the Lego song, everything is awesome. That's a positive affirmation right there. Everything is awesome. Even when stuff's crumbling down, even when your sister breaks your favorite toy or your best friend and you are fighting, just repeat, everything is awesome. Everything is fine. And begin to feel that and feel and remind yourself that in the big picture, you got this in your heart, put your heart in your chest, you got air in your lungs, you got me that loves you. If you feel like no one else loves you, know that I love you. And also, be your best friend. Know that you love you. There's a good one. I am love. I am loved. I am loving. So now let's get to the singing part. Start by just making any noise that can come out of your vocal box, your mouth. It can be a ooh, maybe get a snap going, ooh, ooh. I am loved, I am loved, I am loving. I am well, I am good, I am happy. I'm just making this up. You don't just get a rhythm going. You can sing it with me. I am well, I am good, I am nourished. Every part of me is well. I'm just making it up. So, make something up. Anything that makes you happy. Maybe look in your room, whatever room you're in, and find something in the room that makes you smile. I've got an elephant that I'm looking at up here on my wall. I can see an elephant back there. Elephants make me happy. So perhaps start with just singing about elephants and why they make you happy. So let's get a rhythm going again. Elephants, they make me happy. Elephants, they're so big. Elephants have a long trunk. Elephants, elephants, elephants make me happy. Elephants are so big. Elephants, they have big ears. That means they listen well. It's just silly. We're just being silly. We're just being playful. If you're starting to feel uncomfortable, that's okay. Maybe stand up, stretch your body, move around, maybe get a sip of water, okay? And that last practice was just to perhaps wake up the concept of writing a song. Because we're not even really writing a song. We're truly just putting positive statements to any melody that comes out. And you can reuse a melody that you know. Let's try that. So have a feeling all of us know Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So let's get that melody going. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now we're gonna rewrite it. Twinkle, twinkle, I'm a star. I can be whatever I want. If I want to shine so bright, I can spread my love and light. Twinkle, twinkle, I'm a big star. I can be whatever I want. Just make it up. Use a tune that you're used to. How about, I am well and I am full. I love my body and my body loves me. I have a heart and it beats so bright. I have a mind that is so smart. I am well and I am full. I am strong. And you are too. How about that? So, I hope you're enjoying this. And I hope you've enjoyed the healthy part of singing affirmations. Again, affirmations are just positive thoughts. And perhaps get a friend to help you with this. Maybe your mom or your dad or your best friend. And you can hold each other accountable. Accountable just means you have someone that makes sure that you do the things you said you were going to do. So if you want to talk to yourself more nicely, then ask your friend to also listen to what you're saying, because sometimes we don't even hear the words coming out of our mouths. I know that sounds wild, but sometimes our mind is so used to just sending those same words out that we don't even hear them. So it's really helpful to have a friend or a parent, a sister or a brother that can help listen to what's coming out of your mouth. So when I maybe spill a cup of milk on the table and I say, "Oh, Rachel, you're so stupid." No, erase that. No, it's just an accident. "Oh, that's okay, Rachel. We'll clean it up because I'm really good at cleaning." Or, "I'm really healthy." Just anything, truly anything. So I have what's called a looper here. I'll show you this thing right here. Make it on the screen. And for this last bit, you don't need anything like this, but this is just fun to give you guys maybe a little bit of rhythm to play along to a song, and let's see what comes out. And then you can come back to this and create your own song with the rhythm that we create, with the layers that we create. It'll be fun. We can make a whole song, and I'll leave it on the recording of this session so that you can come back to it and write whatever you want to write. And you can also do this at home. Did you know that? You could get your parents' iPhone and record different clips. There's apps. There's an app called Loopy. There's an app called Acapella. And you can start just making your own affirmations, and that way on days when maybe you don't feel too good or feel too positive, you can hit play and play your own words back to you. There's so much beauty and magic in that, and hearing your own voice come back to you. So again, if you are not yet comfortable singing, that is okay too. I encourage you though to keep practicing and just put any positive words to any melody that you know. Even if you're just whispering it to yourself, it matters. It matters. So, okay, let's get this going. I'm going to turn a beat on so that we've got the right tempo. Do-do, 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 do-do. Actually, I'm going to undo that one. That's the beauty of do-do. I'm going to erase that one. Do-do, do-do. That's the beauty of this, y'all. Have fun. There's no messing up. There's no good. There's no bad. Hey ya, ho ya. 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 Put something to that. Hey ya, I am nourished. I am nourished. I am well. I am well. I am glitter. I am glitter. I love elephants. I love elephants. I can put some more stuff to this to make it fun. Start thinking about what you want to say. Hey ya, ho ya. Hey ya, ho ya. Hey ya, ho ya. Hey ya, ho ya. Now have fun with it. Hey ya, I am fun. I am love. Hey ya, I am healthy. Play with how long you hold it out. I am healthy. I am loving. And I encourage you to get your body into it. Here we go. Hey ya, ho ya. Love. I am loving. I am free. I am smart. I am healthy. What are you? Tell me what you are. And in the comments, I would love to hear what you've chosen to make your affirmations. And maybe pick just a couple of them. There we go. I'll get that drum off. I forgot to turn the drum off. So, I encourage you to pick just one or two to work with. Maybe write them on your wall. Write them on your mirror. So somewhere that you'll see it all the time. I am successful. I am smart. I am the best. I am ready. That's a really good one. If you don't feel ready to do something, what if you tricked that brain just by saying, I am ready? Just keep saying, I'm ready for anything. What's another one? We'll do a couple more and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see. But again, write the, I have, you know what I have written on my mirror in my bathroom? My success is inevitable and I am always on the right path. Some of those words may not make sense to all of you, but inevitable means no matter what, it's going to happen. So let's put that to a song. Let's put that to a hey, let's try. My success is happening. My success is inevitable. I am always on the right path. And even if you don't have this beat to work with, watch this. I am successful. I am smart. My success is inevitable. And I am always on the right path. How's that? See? You can say anything. So let's end with, how about a loving one and an I can one. So I think we'll do a little more alternative. Hey, ya, ho, ya. Hey, ya, ho, ya. I am love. Hey, ya, ho, ya. You are hey, ya, ho, ya. The world hey, ho, is full of love. Hey, ya, ho, ya. All that's real hey, ya, ho, ya. Is love. Hey, ya, ho, ya. All that matters hey, ya, ho, ya. Is love. Hey, ya, ho, ya. Who do you love? Hey, ya, ho, ya. I love you. Hey, ya, ho, ya. Who do you love? Hey, ya, ho, ya. I love me. Hey, ya, ho, ya. Who do you love? Hey, ya, ho, ya. I love we. Hey, ya, we is all of us. I love all of us. And when we are filled with love, we are free. So you can pick anything from that. I just helped write a whole bunch of them. You can just stick with I am love. Maybe that's what you need right now. So now we'll do one more. The conviction. We're back to that. The Thomas the Tank Engine. I think I can. Let's get rid of that thing. I know you can. So we're going to do I can, I will, I must. Maybe we'll do a different, maybe I'll pick a different, should we write a new beat now? We're almost out of time. So we'll leave the beat going. When I am faced with a challenge, I know I can do it, and I will. I can. I will. See, I don't even sing it right all the time, because there's no right. I can, I will, I must, because my heart I trust, I can.
Oh yeah.
I
Hey
will.
yeah, oh yeah.
I
Hey yeah,
must.
oh yeah.
My heart I
Hey yeah,
trust.
oh yeah. Hey yeah, oh yeah.
We'll leave it at that. I'll turn this off. I hope you all had fun, because I had fun. That was a blast. Hope you learned a little bit, maybe you danced a little bit. And just see where you can start adding song into your day. The other day I was thinking about mason jars. I was putting stuff away in my house, my groceries away. I was putting stuff in mason jars. And I love mason jars. I don't know if you know what a mason jar is. It's just a clear glass jar with a lid. And mason jars make me happy. So I said, things that make me happy, mason jars and spices, or something like that. Start with that. Just start singing about stuff that makes you happy, like the elephants that I sang about. And things that make me happy are all of you. All of our lovely Patreon community and your communities beyond. I encourage you to invite them in. And when we are back to doing in-person community events, we can gather and we can all sing together. So let's close it out with a little bit of breathing, the same way we started. The breath is where it all starts, the voice. Without breath, we have no voice. So go ahead, and you might be dancing still. Go ahead and find a seat. Lay down if you'd like to. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Let it out slow. Another slow, deep breath in. Hold it. Let it out slow. Another slow, deep breath in. Slow as you can go. Hold it. Let it out slow. You can make a whoosh. Pause here in this moment. And we thank all of the muses, the angels, teachers, healers, the fairies, our higher souls. We thank them all for being here with us today. Thank yourself for being willing to adventure in song, to play with your own voice, with the intention to speak life and love and encouragement into your own heart and your own mind. The power is always within us. The power is never without us. Go ahead and place your hands on your chest and return to that unique heartbeat. And feel that rhythm, that slow, beautiful, unique rhythm. And notice your breath, and as your chest rises and falls, notice how it plays with the rhythm of your heartbeat. It goes through the heart and the breath, that we can write a beautiful song, write any adventure of our choosing. And when we sing it loud and sing it proud for all the world to hear, there is no choice but for people to listen. There is no choice but for the universe to listen, and to hear your prayers, and to hear the positivity that you are speaking into yourself and the lives of others. Know that you are loved, and we are connected through this song, through this breath. It started with our ancestors and continues through us. May we continue to explore our own heart song and see where the adventure takes us. In full faith and gratitude, give thanks for all of this and more. So be it. I love all of you. Thank you for joining, and invite your friends. We'd love to have more of you part of the Hive Patreon community. Until next time, bye.